Welcome back, everybody! Last time, Phoenix insinuated that the police missed an important thing in their investigation! And what is that thing exactly? I mean, you guys should already know. We literally saw what happened last episode, right? Right? Huh? Well, what are you talking about? The victim was undeniably a Khura'inese native. And this crime scene photo proves it. It does? It's a little hard to see, but look closely. You'll see clear proof that the victim was Khura'inese. Where? I don't see anything that would prove that. This proves that the victim was Khura'inese. I would assume, but oh my gosh. Selecting the tattoo is not easy. There you go. Look at this tattoo right here. Why, that's a tattoo of a peach. Peach. I would like you all to think about the meaning of this tattoo. I'd like everyone to think about it too. Can we get some peach emojis? If anyone is currently watching the premiere of this episode, I want some peach emojis right now. Thank you very much. Peach, 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 peach. Oh, the victim really liked peaches? Well, peaches are a favored delicacy here in Khura'in. They happen to be a personal favorite of mine. Oh, he's got some good taste. Sweetness of their abundant nectars and the softness of their perfectly ripe flesh. They are a blessing from the Holy Mother herself. Nick, I've suddenly got a craving for peaches! After the trial, Maya, right now we have bigger fish to fry. Unfortunately, that is not a tattoo of a peach. It is not a peach, you say? Then what is it? Take a closer look. How many scenes have I looked at before? Oh? Wait a second. Namely, the tattoo, the High Priest's brow, that is peach-shaped now that I think about it. It's just not colored in like the other one is. Oh my. What? This mark is only borne by members of the Khura'inist clergy. Objection. So that is what you believe it to be. But are they not utterly different shapes? Sure, they're shaped differently, but there's a reason for that. Victim had the peach-shaped tattoo inked over an existing tattoo for some reason. However, the dark red portion is exactly the same as the mark all Khura'inist clergy bear. Hey, you're right. Until about 20-some-odd years ago, everyone did get one, didn't they? I myself bear one on my right back? Oh, my right... Oh, no. On my right buttocks. Okay. That is entirely too much information, Your Majesty. Information everyone who enters the clergy is maintained at the temple. All we have to do is look up a monk with a mark in the same spot. Aman, I'll let you know if I get any hits. That will not be necessary if you seek information on the clergy. I have the information right here. I have it all right here. Oh my, you never cease to amaze. So tell us, is there anyone who fits that bill? Dot 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 dot. There's just one. And his name is Real Nemu. Really? Really? Real? I'm going to assume that means real name. But really? I should also, okay. Let's see. Okay. Obviously trust in me. You know, I don't even know if Saad Madhi's even got a pun name, honestly. I really don't have a clue. Apparently, she doesn't really have a pun name, I guess. Pray Zealot. You know, you're praying and a zealot at the same time. But no. Actually, this apparently has a double meaning. It also means praise a lot. Someone who prays a lot. Indeed. It's crazy. Believe in me, obviously. And that's our ball is... Okay, this is one I didn't actually know. I didn't know this one. This one means that's a rebel, apparently. So yeah, For those ones I didn't know for sure, the ones that I just kind of found out recently, that Lozzu tell me about that. Thank you, Lozzu, by the way. Well, I mean, some of these are pretty obvious anyway, but the ones that are a little more tricky, like that's our ball. Well, it's good to know what that exactly means, you know. Anyway, real name. Very, very good, very good. He became a monk 20 years ago. That makes sense. Now, how do people forget that was his real name? That must be the victim's real name. But why would he have tried to cover up his tattoo with another one? Yeah, there must have been some reason. And even if he did, how would anyone forget who he was? Nick, that's not important right now. The important thing is we know his real name. You're right. Your Majesty, now that we know the victim's real name, Divination Séance might finally work. A lawyer who willingly seeks a séance. This is entirely unprecedented. What about digging your own grave, Defense? Again, I don't see how the séance is going to help us. He was looking down. What can he possibly see? We won't know until we try. Sure, it's risky, but it's our only hope. Very well, let the Divination Séance be held once more. It's not gonna work, though. He's just looking at the ground, man. Honestly, I thought that's what went wrong the first time. I wasn't really sure what the heck was going on. We're not gonna have to watch her dance again, are we? Why would a lawyer work so hard to see the Divination Séance be held once more? You were a fool, Barbed Head, and your foolishness shall yield no gratitude from me. Oh, for crying aloud, man. It's like, do they not get it? It's freaking evidence, man. And maybe it's absolute, but maybe it's not. As we've seen 2 times before already, it's not always absolute. But with the truth revealed by my insights, I shall gladly seek your demise. Bring it on, princess. Because I will correctly interpret each and every one of your insights. You regret everything you could use my sacred insights as evidence. That's exactly what they are. What are you talking about, man? You don't need any proof that Maya's the one who murdered her.
Holy Mother,
murdered him.
We hold this divination seance in your name. Let the eyes of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped. O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
So, yeah. We're really gonna have to watch this again. Gosh dang it, I swear. I swear, it's like, you want to see it again? Just saw it about 25 minutes ago, whatever it is in game time now. I don't even know, man. It's been less than an episode, I'll just say that much. So anyway, Ron, how's your day been so far? Are you enjoying the dancing? Are you enjoying the game? How do you like this game? I hope you liked it. You know, I was just thinking the other day, like, you know, I don't know how many cases are in this game. Do not tell me. Do not tell me. Please do not tell me. But I was just randomly thinking the other day, you know what? I almost forgot. There's a DLC case in this. So, whenever this eventually comes to an end, well, I mean, we're going to do a DLC case afterwards, so that's going to be pretty fun anyway. That's going to be great! Now, the real question is, do I just have a bunch of bonus episodes like I did with Tales of Legendia? Or do I count the DLC differently? I kind of wonder. What should be done? What should be done about that? I don't know. I got no idea. I don't know, at this point I'm just feeling like I just should never skip it just in case something does happen randomly in one of these. You never know. Maybe something does happen. Like, whoa. I didn't expect that. That's a surprise. What a plot twist, man. Okay, we're actually going to see something now, right? Right. Oh, there you go. Ginjili. Plum Punisher theme. Heavy. Pain. The frick was that? Interesting.
Oh my. It is as Mr. Wright surmised. Purée Zealot wasn't the victim's true name. And now at last we have seen the victim's final moments.
But all we could see was the ground. Yeah, Phoenix, did you not freaking understand that before we started this? You seem terribly disappointed. I take it you did not find any fodder for one of your infamous turnabouts.
No.
I, on the other hand, have discovered something. Conclusive evidence that establishes the accused's guilt. You did?
Ho 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 ho! A most surprising surprise attack! So tell us, Prosecutor Sodmati, what is this conclusive evidence you have found?
The Plum Punisher theme song that the deceased heard. Please consider this item here. Confiscated from the accused during her interrogation. Hey, that's my Plum Punisher strap! You press the Magatom on the Plum Punisher belt. And why do you think she would be playing that during the... Oh, I swear. Ah! It is suspicious, but no. Just no. It seems the accused inadvertently pressed the button in the midst of a crime. This strap is an extremely rare item, is it not, Miss Fey? You better not break it! There's only one of those in the whole wide world! Maya, no! It is just as I said. Your flights of fancy have come crashing down on you. She sure seems to be enjoying this. Yeah, I've never seen her look so thrilled before either. It is time to accept the fact that the Divination Séance is far more than mere evidence. It is the very truth that brings the hammer of justice down upon the accused. Yeah, that totally happened the last 2 times you did it.
That is as conclusive as evidence can get. Now then, if there are no further objections...
Slow down there, your Majesty. At least let me make a counter-argument.
What's this? Do you take issue with the Divination Séance?
Well, I have issues with it. I just don't know what they are yet. But that's never stopped me before. Divination Séance is not the absolute truth. It only becomes the truth after it's been interpreted correctly. Grr. You do not know when you are beaten, do you? You foolish lawyer. I am the only one who speaks for the minima of the deceased. If you believe there to be errors in my insights, then let us see you prove it. We shall prove it indeed. Insight. Rafa's insight. The victim was offering up his prayers. It was the night of the Right. The night of the Right. Very nice. The night of the Right, where Phoenix Wright waits in the shadows. Anyway, the pattern on the plaza's ground was visible in the darkness. Then someone was there, and the theme to the Plum Punisher filled the air. The accused held the victim down and plunged her dagger into his upper back. The blade struck true, and in that instant he departed from this world. That is everything the deceased experienced in his final moments. Her benevolence's insights have painted a detailed picture, both vivid and true. I didn't notice any holes there. As they stand now, those insights are really stacked against us. I'll just have to go over each and every one of the deceased sensations very carefully. Okay. The victim was offering up his prayers. It was a night of the Right. Though it's dark, the pattern on the plaza's ground was visible. Before I get into that, though... Yeah, that looks pretty consistent with to me anyway. I don't see anything wrong with the pattern on the ground. Then someone was there, and the theme to the palmed Punisher filled the air. Uh-huh. The accused held the defenseless victim down and plunged her knife into his neck. Blade struck Shu, and in that instant he departed from this world. Ginjili. Palm Punisher theme. Heavy. Pain. I don't like this. I don't like this. What could it be? He was offering up his prayers. Is this how they pray, with their both their hands on the ground? They don't like... I'm still not entirely sure what's going on here. I don't really know if I know what's going on right now. Oh, man. What to do? 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 This is not good. Wait. Is it possible that maybe... Apparently, was taken during the Feast of Blessings, where it's customary to partake in dishes made with ginjili, which are only prepared during the feast, which starts at noon, the day before the rite, and must be finished by 3 p.m. the same day. Is it possible that the ginjili might be the issue here? He was offering his prayers. It was the night of the rite, though it's dark and the pattern on the plastic ground was visible. I think what the ginjili is even really mentioned. I think that's probably what we got to question anyway. Alright, I'm going to do it. I'm questioning that right now, because why would that even be there? Smell. Alright.
Objection!
That was the best thing I could think of, and that seems to be the answer. Was it really the night of the rite? What do you mean? It could not be otherwise. The accused slew Acolyte Zealot after killing the High Priest during the Purification Rite. The only problem is the deceased spirit does not corroborate that. What's this? Take a good look at what the victim smelled. You see how it says ginjili? Or ginjil? Ginjili? I don't friggin' know, man. Acolyte Zealot should have smelled any ginjil on the night of the rite. Ginjili. What do you mean? Let me back up my statement with some evidence for you. This should explain how the victim couldn't have smelled ginjil on the night of the rite. Okay, so we're putting evidence with that together. Alright, this one. I was prepared for that, obviously. The High Priest's wife believed in me, told me about the Feast of Blessings. The feast includes a number of ginjil-based dishes. And they're only supposed to be served at a certain time of the day before the rite.
Why, I believe you're right. I'd completely forgotten about that.
During the feast, a unique smell of ginjil pervades the entire kingdom. The fact that the victim smelled it means he was murdered between noon and 3 p.m. the day before the Purification Rite. But that doesn't make sense, though. That would mean the autopsy report is wrong. Second of all, what the frick is this family photo then? I don't... What? That doesn't seem possible, just saying. How do you do that? I am not so easily fooled. Did that autopsy report not make it clear? The estimated time of death was during the rite. Alright, I taught her about that yesterday. Forgive me your benevolence, but the estimated time of death is just that, an estimate. In a circumstance, it's possible for it to change. What's this? Like if a body was kept cold, the slowed rate of decay makes the death seem more recent.
I believe I have heard something of that sort before. If this is Mr. Wright claims, the estimated time of death in our autopsy report will have to be revised.
Zealot's autopsy report updated in the court record. Nah. Oh yeah? Better watch that mouth there, Rafa. You're gonna be like, whoa, I'm angry, man. Well, that's better anyway. That's much better. Bobbed head, you blinded me with science. Sorry, wait, what am I apologizing for? No matter. The murder may have occurred in the afternoon hours, the day before the rite. Nevertheless, murder weapon with the accused prints on it is incontrovertible evidence. I will now amend my insight to account for this new truth. Insight revised. It was the afternoon of the day before the rite. It was a bit dark. The pattern on the plastic ground was visible. Okay. Time of death has been corrected, leaving my insight infallible. Nick! Changing the time of death is bound to cause some sort of an inconsistency. If I had something that showed what it was like on that day, it could really help. Something that could show what it was like on that day. Let's see. We have to make for excellent prayer while they be warned, however, we'll see a cold front moving overnight. See, that's not gonna work then. That's not going to work. On the day of the rite, the water in the spring was already stained red. I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking for right now. Something that shows. These dishes are only prepared during the feast, which starts at noon and the day before the rite, finished by 3 p.m. the same day. I see. I don't really know, actually. I mean, if this takes place during the day, then shouldn't it technically be... I don't even know, man. Well, obviously I wouldn't present that, anyway. How can it be dark on the in the afternoon, though? Excuse me. So what's the deal then? Wait. Wait. Demon of Plum Punisher filled the air. Let's see. Pressing the Magatom on the bait. On the belt. Put it on the bait. Begin some traditional Khura'in instruments. Maya says it's not sound like it's totally different, but it sounds exactly like the Steel Samurai theme. I noticed the frame rates dropped a little bit when I pull up the evidence menu. Just a couple frames, and that does kind of make some of the sounds sound a little weird. But that's not too big of an issue, at least, anyway. At least I don't think it's an issue. I mean, why would that be an issue, everyone? Well, let's be honest here. I don't really know what to do, actually. I thought maybe that thing would probably help, but it doesn't seem like it's helping or at all. Or is it? I don't know. Thick white ice that froze the ground from the inner sanctum. Oh, wait a second. Thick white ice that froze the ground from the inner sanctum of the Plaza of Devotion until yesterday has melted. The Wright can now go on his plan. We can give thanks to the blessings of the Holy Mother and Lady Kira Haparaki. So you're saying then... You're saying it should not have been visible then? Alright, that seems easy enough to me anyway. We'll just let this reset, and then we'll do sight, and then boom.
Objection!
Thank goodness that worked. The change in date and time of the crime has caused a new inconsistency to surface. What's this? Ah, you are making that irritating face again. Cease that at once. Sorry, but this is the face I was born with. Now let's focus on what is important. What the victim saw in his final moments. Do you have bats in the belfry, Bobhead? There is nothing to see. Ground the plaza was all that entered the victim's eyes. And that's what I find so strange. On the day before the Wright, it should have been impossible to see the pattern on the ground.
Impossible, you say? Do explain.
This piece of evidence shows why the plaza's ground was not visible that day. Newspaper! This newspaper has an article that is tiny in size but huge in importance. It says that the ground was covered with thick white ice the day before the Wright. What? But... No buts.
The victim did not see so much as an ice cube on the ground.
Exactly. And so we must ask, what was the victim looking at in his final moments? If you have something to say, then say it. The last thing the victim saw was not the ground of the Plaza Devotion. This can only mean that he was killed elsewhere.
What? 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 Then where do you propose the victim was actually killed?
Yes, tell us where, otherwise your argument is worthless. About that. I hadn't gotten to that part yet. Any ideas, Maya? Let me think. Well, it's somewhere green and shaggy, right? Oh my gosh, I was kind of thinking this, but then right when she said shaggy, it was like, yeah, I know exactly what we're talking about. Right, but where could that be? What is it, Bobhead? Giving up already? Not at all. And where have I seen something green and shaggy? This shows where the victim was killed. That is the same pattern, too. Same handprints and everything. So, yeah. The secret hideout the rebels were using. The rebel hideout? There was no such place anywhere on the floor on that chamber. You're absolutely right. There's no place on the floor anyway.
Then what did the victim see in his final moments if not the floor of the rebel hideout?
Jeez Louise, I swear, you have to be blind to not see this, honestly. This is what the victim saw in his final moments. It was dish. That shaggy green surface the victim saw was one of the moss-covered stone slabs. As you can see, there are two distinct hand-shaped impressions in the moss here. The victim was killed while he stood there with his hands pressed against the slab. It does agree with the Seance vision. However, one cannot definitely declare they are one and the same.
I concur. There is no proof that a murder occurred in the rebel hideout.
Indeed, what evidence do you have of this? I've already shown you the evidence.
What do you mean?
Please take a look at the second version of the photo I just showed you. You can see the results of the luminol test I performed in the hideout. This is proof positive that someone had been bleeding in front of the stone slab.
Is this true?
This information has already been provided to the police.
Detective Sky, to whom does this blood belong?
We thought it was the High Priest's blood that flowed in from outside. So we haven't tested it yet.
Then you must do so at once.
Yes, Your Majesty. Hurry up, Emma. Time's a-wasting.
It appears the police have finished testing the blood. Detective Sky, your report, please.
How long did we wait for that test? Blood found in the rebel hideout belongs to Pare Zealots, just like the defense claims. Detective Sky, do you realize what your blunder has done to me? When this trial concludes, I want to see you in my prayer chamber. There I will deliver a joyous sermon unto you for 8 hours straight. Oh no. I'm really sorry, but please anything but that. Nick, maybe, just maybe. This is a chance we've been waiting for. Yep, it would seem so. I hate to do this to Emma, but... Go for it, it's full speed ahead! The victim was killed in the rebel hideout the day before the purification rite. Then his body was moved to the Plaza of Devotion by someone we've yet to identify. Excuse me. So when we thought we saw Acolyte Zealot praying during the rite, he was already dead. Ah! That's a big rip there. And that's not all. If he was killed at the Inner Sanctum, that would explain one more thing.
And that would be...
how the time of death was made to look later than it actually was. Proof of which was left behind in the Sanctum. This points out a time of death was made to appear later than it actually was? What? How? How? It was made to appear later than it actually was? But... wait, I'm so confused though. What even?
I actually don't get it.
What could we do? I don't really know what to do about this now. This might be the first strike of the case, of the trial, I should say. The second day of the trial, I should say. I wonder what the Leon actually was, the proof of which was left behind the Sanctum? At the Sanctum? At the Sanctum, he says. Father Khura'in is used to pay tribute to the party to express heartfelt sympathy. I don't see how the flower would really prove anything, to be perfectly honest. Spinal cord injury from a stab wound in his back. The weapon is thought to be the Warbow dagger, the same weapon used to kill the High Priest. Okay. I don't understand what's going on. Is it the family photo? I mean, I don't even know, honestly. What to do? I don't know, actually. Position only created in the feast, which starts at noon on the day of horror, or the right and I'll see finish at 3 on the same day. Is there something in the picture I'm just missing, maybe? Beans just keeps tapping his paper like he's just reviewing the entire case all at once right now. It's like, yeah, that's how you do it, man. That's how you do it. Does that also mean that's where the blood came from, too? Because they said that the blood was, like... the blood was from the High Priest, but Maya did say that the blood was already there in red, so I mean, that could be part of it too. But then how would they not have detected any traces of Zealot's blood in there? Because if there was already his blood in there, they should have had traces of it, right? I don't get it. New flags on positive with the scribble. Team just bought Bring Grub the key to. That's not it. I'm pretty sure that's not it. Okay, I mean, I literally don't know what to bring. I literally don't know what to bring into this argument here. And I feel like if I'm going to present literally anything, I feel like if I'm going to present literally anything, it might be the family photo, but I'm not even sure. Okay. But the family photo wasn't found at the freaking sanctum, though. That's what I'm not getting, man. It wasn't found at the sanctum, so, like, how can that be it? This doesn't make sense. It can't be the flower, though, because that was freaking... That's our ball that left it there. So it's not like it was him. Everyone, I am lost. I don't know what to present. I'm confused. I'm just like, what the heck do you even do? Does anyone know what to do right now? I don't want that first strike, man. I do not want that first strike. Made it appear later than it actually was. How would they do that, though? Wait. I know. I know what it is. It's this. It's this.
Why, these are photos of the inner sanctum?
I'd like you to focus on this one. The proof is right here in this photo. This is how the time of death was made to appear later than it really was. Do you see how the snow has been removed from this one spot only? That's because it was used to keep the victim's body cold. And that's why the time of death wasn't what it seemed. That's enough! Time was mistaken, and the place too. And just what do you believe that proves? That my client is innocent. What are her fingerprints on the dagger? And the Plum Punisher theme the victim heard. There was a Plum Punisher thing inside the rebel hideout, thank you very much. You got to address these two key pieces of evidence. Ugh, I see your point. Wasn't this your big chance, Nick? Really hoping that the difference in location can invalidate either the weapons or the theme song from being used as evidence against you. Actually, that might be possible, at least for one of them. Really? What's this? So you can contradict our argument for a key piece of evidence? Very well, let us see you try. Nick, take a good look at the Rebel Hideout photo. Oh. Thanks for telling me that, even though I already knew that. Let's can validate this piece of evidence. Fingerprints on the dagger, the Plum Punisher theme. Indeed. Plum Punisher theme? And how do you intend to support such a claim? As the murder happened in the Rebel Hideout, there's something there that played the theme song other than my client's strap.
It wasn't the strap, is this true?
The item that played the Plum Punisher theme song was this. Whoa. Boom. It's a Plum Punisher alarm clock. The victim heard its alarm go off. What proof do you have that the alarm went off?
Objection!
What proof do you have that it was my client's strap that played the theme song? Ugh! Do not twist the facts with your lawyerly wiles. We've already pretty much established that that little mossy thing was the place, so... And there's clearly a Plum Punisher thingy right there, so I mean, I'm just saying. Either way, the accused would still be guilty based off of her prints on the murder weapon. And here is what really happened. All that to revise the insight. Jeez Louise. The victim stood with his hands on the stone slab in the hideout. It was the afternoon of the day before the rite. Okay. There have been some twists and turns. That is the truth of what happened. Arg! I won't get anywhere until I can eliminate that dagger. How do you eliminate the dagger exactly?
Most impressive, your benevolence. I see no inconsistencies anywhere in the prosecution's case.
No. There is one.
What's this? You still claim there to be an inconsistency?
Try as you might, the outcome will always be the same. No. Not true at all. Okay, so nothing really changes here, huh? No. You don't think it's possible that... I wonder if what happened here... The victim stood with his hands on the stone slab in the hideout. It was the afternoon of the day before the rite, and someone was there, and the theme to the Plum Punisher filled the air. But that's the... Okay, this is what I'm thinking right now. I'm not really sure, but they mentioned how that stone slab was all, like, shaky or something like that. Is it possible that maybe he got... I don't know, like, it pushed him backwards onto the dagger? I don't know, man. I don't know. Seems like a distinct possibility, but again, what would I even present to? This is where I'm kind of losing it again. This is probably the last one in this freaking seance here. And yet here I am, kind of stuck again, just like last time. Victim stood with his hands on the stone slab in the hideout. I mean, that seems like that is what happened. Excuse me. I don't see what we can really go about with that. It's the afternoon of the day before the rite. Okay. Then someone was there, and the theme to the Plum Punisher filled the air. Okay. And? Accused plunged her knife into the defenseless victim's neck. I would argue that what happened... Oh my gosh. How do I argue this point exactly? Uh-huh. I'm not even sure what even is going on here still. It's slowly heavier than suddenly pain. Is this really what happened? Is this really what happened, though? I don't know what to do. What do we do today? I don't really know. I don't really know. Nothing about this seems right, though. Nothing seems right about this. It might not be the answer we are looking for. And someone was there, and the theme of Plum Punisher filled the air. Everyone, I'm stumped. I am once again stumped here, and I really don't even know what to do here. mean, this wasn't new, but I don't feel like this is it, though. I think the first time we did one of these, it wasn't necessarily the case, like, oh yeah, just do that and boom, you got it. But no. Actually, wasn't there one earlier in this one too that was the same way? Changes doesn't mean that's going to be necessarily the next one you're challenging. So given what we know now, I'd like to be able to... I'd like to be able, if possible, look over the text again. I don't even know, man. I do not even know. I just don't think we can really do anything. I mean, we could, obviously, but I don't know what to do here. It's what confusing me. Alright, I feel like I should try, like, one thing, at least. But what do I try? Victim stick with his hands on the stone slab in the hideout. Okay. So I don't necessarily see what we can do with that, though. It was the afternoon of the day before the Wright. I feel like we don't need to worry about that one anymore. The sun was there, and the theme of the Plum Punisher filled the air. Okay. Heavy. I need to look at this again. Is it possible? Wait. No. I think I might see something. Is it possible then that maybe... But it still doesn't explain how he died, though. But I think, I mean, looking at this, it kind of looks like maybe what the issue here is. Maybe the stone slab pushed him into the knife. Because that statue looks like it's holding a knife, and it does... That thing does turn around. So... Now the question is, how do you debunk this exactly? I don't really know. Someone was there, and the theme of the Plum Punisher filled the air. He just plunged a knife into the defenseless victim's neck. The blade struck true, and instantly he departed from this world. I think I understand what is going on here. I just don't know how exactly I should be presenting this as the problem. Like, do I challenge the pain? Which one do I challenge? Do I challenge the heavy or do I challenge the pain? And which statement do I necessarily have to go for? So that's really what we got to figure out here. It's one of these last three. It's one of these last three, and it's one of those two reactions. Oh boy. Oh boy. I really don't want to strike, everyone. I really don't want to strike. Someone was there. Theme of the Plum Punisher. Filled the air. What if no one was actually there, though? What if that's actually the reality, that nobody was actually there? The accused plunged a knife into the defenseless victim's neck. Okay. Touch, okay. They're both touch things, though. Help. I'm gonna go with this one.
Objection!
Okay, it's not that one. Good to know. I guess I'm doing heavy next.
As in same division. Is this it? I think not. Exactly. That's where the existence lies. No, I believe it's the defense's thought process that the existence lies. Whoa.
Okay. Fine. Guess we couldn't have a perfect second day. Whatever, that's fine. That's fine. We'll just go to the next thing again. Oops, that's not what I want to do, actually. Like, I just challenged pain, right? So, how about touch for heavy?
Objection!
That's not it either. Okay. Uh-huh. 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 So then that is the wrong statement then in that case. Oh, you know what? Let's at least get the consultation just to be on the safe side here. I can't find any inconsistencies, Maya. Don't give up yet, Nick! I mean, what about that insight? You know, the one that said the victim stood with his hands on the stone slab in the hideout? Something about that doesn't seem to match up with the deceased sensations? What? See what you mean? Compare the victim's sensations to that particular insight? Really? That one? That didn't seem right, though. Okay, well then that's it then.
Objection!
Whoa. The victim was originally thought to have been stabbed while bent over in the prayer, but he was actually standing with his hands against the stone slab. Gosh dang it, I swear. So the question is, where did that sensation of something heavy come from?
Yes, I see your point.
And perhaps if you have not seen Phoenix's point already, we will see his point on the next exciting episode, everyone! Oh man, good thing Maya just said it straight up, because I was literally about to present pain and heavy to another thing that wasn't that, so I guess she saved me 2 strikes in that case. And honestly, I was probably going to go and present freaking, I was going to present that to the third statement afterwards and probably gotten guilty. So you know what? Maya kind of saved my bacon in a sense. So thanks, Maya. Appreciate that. Yeah, maybe it's a little bit of cheat code. I don't care. But I mean, you know, I'm using it. I'm using it, dang it. I'm not afraid to use those because you know what? No one wants to be stuck for 5 years, right? I mean, if those help you get to your next answer, then so be it. I mean, obviously it doesn't always help because the previous seance it didn't help. It did not help the previous time. But anyway, everyone, next episode, we're going to see what Phoenix's point is. We already got the point. I think I've kind of deciphered things. I just didn't know what to present to, unfortunately. Which is a little too bad, but it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, I think very likely he fell, the stone slab pushed him into the knife of that statue right there. And I think that's likely what happened anyway. So yeah, we'll see if that's what Phoenix is getting on about on next episode. Will that be the case or will it not be the case? We shall see, but I think that will be indeed the correct answer. What do you guys think, everyone? Let me know, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everyone. See ya. Hello, everyone. You've reached the end of this video, but before we go for the day, I'd just like to give a quick shout-out to the Tier 4 and 5 channel members, Phoenix Edgeworth, Acheron X2, Menthy, and Meister Papala. Thank you all for being awesome and supporting the channel. If you too would like to also get your name shouted out at the end of each video and live stream, shoutouts are available for all Tier 4 and 5 channel members. I hope you all have an awesome day. I'll see you all later.